Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone to IPen Visions podcast, interviews and conversations. And this morning, my guest is Sherry Brown.
Okay.
We're gonna talk to her about all of her business and what she has going on. I'd ask anyone that has joined into this recording to please remain on mute. Keep yourself on mute. Any questions you have, please put them in the chat as we talk to this powerful woman to see what it is that she's got going on, because that's what we do in IPen Visions interviews and conversations. We talk to entrepreneurs, we talk to well-diverse people of different backgrounds, different businesses. We talk about what's going on in the community organizations that may have programs and everything that we want to know. We're just trying to develop a system of promoting and helping people reach out to other platforms and be on other platforms. So I welcome you. Ms. Brown, and tell us about you and what you do.
Okay. My name is Sherry Brown, and I am first off an individual. We have all these different things and different hats that we wear, but I want to first say that I am an individual. I'm an individual who's a child of God. I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am a cousin. I'm an aunt. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I am an advocate for children. I'm also a teacher. I'm a substitute teacher by trade, but I am a teacher. We're all teachers. In some way, we're a teacher. I'm also a student, so I'm also learning. I'm learning from others as well as teaching others. I also learn. I'm also a mentor of the youth, because our children today are our future. They are our base. They are our foundation. And we have to make sure that we water, that we seed, that we nurture, that we help that foundation grow. So with my business that I call Forward I Go, LLC, that I'm owner of, I have different components that are part of this program. We offer relationship teaching. We also offer time management, health and hygiene, nutrition, attire, financial literacy, also helping those who want to have job skills, that want to go to college. We also teach some on mental health. My part of it is to teach conflict management, because children don't understand that. They know that they have conflicts, but they don't understand the conflicts that they have, and they don't understand how to manage them, how to approach them instead of being reactive, being proactive. So I am in the business, on my part of the program, of teaching children how to manage their conflict and how to resolve conflicts. Because some of them you have to manage, because there are people that'll be in your life every day that some of us have that come with a little more conflict than others. And we have to manage how we approach those people and how we deal with them. But then there are conflicts that can be resolved. And I always say, the thing that I always finish it out with is that it's okay to agree to disagree, because not every conflict, not every situation is going to be resolved. So it has to be okay to agree to disagree. And those are things that I want children to learn.
So the youth that you deal with, the youth that you have, are they what age youth are you dealing with?
The age group that I'm dealing with now is elementary. So given attention span of children, I like to start at 10. I would love to start at 8, but the attention span is better at 10. So 10 and up to 12. And then it'll be different for those that are 12 to 18, 19, because I want to get our teenagers also. But right now, my focus is elementary age. I have done some volunteering. Most of my work has been done volunteering in different places. I have volunteered at a, the word escapes me now, detention center here in Dallas. And they were teenagers. The youngest I did have was a 10-year-old, but they were mainly teenagers. So teenagers are also a focus of mine. But at this point right now, especially since I work in the school system, elementary age children, because I see, especially since the pandemic has happened, how far behind they are academically, but also emotionally, societally, being able to get back in the classroom with their friends and trying to re-navigate how they respond to their friends, even though they're friends, but still, everybody's household is different. So they have to re-navigate that environment of school.
And in developing this type of program, do you see there's always the need? I'm going to say it that way. There's always the need because of the simple fact from the time that they're younger to the time that they're, growing up and becoming young adults, that need is essential. And a lot of people don't think that it's essential, but your program has proven that it, like other programs, has proven that if we don't get into the social aspect for the children, they don't evolve into well-rounded adults as far as being able to deal with some of their own personal affairs and professional affairs. They don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to relate to people. And as you said, they don't know how to resolve conflict. So in finding what you do you have a sense of, or maybe the way I want to put it, have you had children that come back after they've gone through the program, or has the program been that long that you've had the program, where children come back and realize that that's where their change was?
Okay, so as far as the program hasn't, like I said, I've been doing it volunteer, but it has really been official almost a year now in June. Okay. But I have been doing at least the conflict management component part of it, my own, for several years now, for about 4 or 5 years. And I have run into children generally in the school that were in the detention center and saw me at the school, and they'll say, Miss Brown, I remember you, and I remember what you talked about and how it helped me to rethink how I do things and how I approach stuff. And I was like, and it made me feel good.
Exactly. That was what I was leading up to, because sometimes our reward is not always the paycheck that we get or anything like that. The reward is seeing the result, is being able to see the result. Like yourself, I've always been an advocate for children. And I worked in the boys club. I worked, I coached a team, and then I went into corrections, but I went into adult corrections. And my reason for going into corrections was to stop some of the thoughts in the process. I thought I was going to go into juvenile detention, where they have those programs and they have those things, and going into that. And that did not fare out for me with all of the top level rules and regulations that sometimes stop you from doing the crazy things that society would think is crazy, but they work. Some of those crazy things, work. So what has been one of the examples that you've used where you might have had someone say to you, that will never work, and you found that it worked well simply because it was with children? It may not work with adults, but it worked with children.
Children are more apt to listen to you when you come straight on with the truth. I remember an incident because we have to conduct ourselves a certain way in the school system. Okay. Certain things that you would say at home, you can't say in the school system. And I was very careful about how I worded myself, but they were very appreciative at the end of that day, because it was such a crazy day that day. At the end of the day, I told them the truth about themselves. And they listened and they accepted and they loved me for it. They didn't get mad and get angry. You know, a couple of them I had to hug because it did hurt them their feelings at first a little bit, but then they said they understood. They understood and they knew what they were doing. They said they knew what they were doing. But you know, children appreciate it when it's wrapped in love.
Yes.
It has to be wrapped in love. And you come firm and in love and straight on, they can handle it. People think they cannot, but they can. Because children, first off, the majority of them, for the most part, understand what they're doing when they're making wrong choices, as we like to say.
Yes.
They know what they're doing. So when you call them to the carpet on it and you let them know you're not fooling me, what else is going on? You know, because children want you to dig a little deeper, even though they might act like they don't, but they want you to dig a little deeper. So I won't say that anybody has up front come out and told me that something wasn't going to work, but I understand that a lot of times we as adults kind of dance around certain things when it comes to children, because we try to be careful with our words. We try to not to harm them with our words and things of that nature. But if what you say is hard, but yet wrapped in love, they can't accept it. They can't receive it. And they do.